you, Mr. Agnew, now.
Good morning, Mr. Galdes, and I wouldn't waste any of the next 6 months trying to change the weather or worrying about climate change. I would refer you back to the 3 years, 1974, 1975 and 1976, where we experienced the most extraordinary range of climate. I've never witnessed that since. Don't worry about that. You were walking into a firestorm called Avian Flu, and that's going to require really political decisions in two ways. The first is a huge cost of clean-up for farmers, producers who get this. It can wipe them out. We do need some sort of industry insurance scheme. We had it in sugar beet with Rhizomania, but it was more simple then to organise. One monopoly processor, one negotiator on behalf of the growers, the NFU. Between them, they came up with a plan, dock the farmers 7 pence a tonne, put it into a fund, and that fund will pay the growers. We do need something similar. I don't know what's going on in other countries, but it really is grossly unfair that one producer has to take all the pain, and there's nothing he can do about migratory birds. Nothing at all. So that is crucial. The second side of this is, and this is what worries me when we have, as our chief agricultural political man from a little island, and he's having to organise agriculture in the United Kingdom. In the UK, most of our eggs are now laid by free-range flocks. They have been given a derogation while they're shut up that lasts for 12 weeks. They can still call themselves free-range. That is beginning to creep up. I believe we've got about 4 more weeks. Then the price will crash. Now, it will crash to a level where the units aren't viable. We do need some common sense coming in here, some persuasion of the supermarkets to we're all in this together. And there are two favourable lights at the end of the tunnel, and not the train coming towards us. One is that migration is ceasing of birds, it's stopping because of the season, so what's bringing the disease is going to reduce. And the other is, of course, the weather is going to get warmer, and the disease doesn't like warmer weather. So if we can just have the nerve to hang on and not push all free-range producers into a loss-making situation. The second really big problem that we've got is this antimicrobial resistance. I mean, I am a farmer, and I'm aware that if we use these drugs and resistance is found, this can then get into the humans, etc. There are some brave farmers who are trying to farm without them. Again, there's a huge problem if they do that, and then we import the product from somewhere else where they use the antibiotics. That is a problem we've got to sort out. And finally, you mentioned animal welfare and you mentioned enforcement. I agree with you. There's enough legislation. It just needs to be enforced. Thank you very much.
Avian influenza was also mentioned by Mr. Andrew and Mr. Agnew. Am I pronouncing it correctly? The avian influenzas are very serious, and many member states have been facing considerable problems due to several outbreaks in the past weeks. This issue was also discussed at Monday's Agri-Fish Council, where ministers called upon the Commission to help the producers affected. It is exactly for this reason that the Maltese Presidency has chosen to focus on emergency preparedness and makes this a key priority. It's not only avian influenza. We had the situation with the Xylella fastidiosa. We had the situation with swine fever. So we need emergency preparedness in case of similar situations like these. Our chief veterinary officers will discuss avian influenza tomorrow during the Council Working Party. This I can confirm as well.